It's been so long since we've needed to open up slots, I don't know what to do with all of my CPIF. Hey everyone, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, we finished up our exploration of the second floor, or the, not second floor, the 6th floor of the Old Scrolls, and this time, we're gonna be fighting the boss. Things may sound a little bit different from the last 2 episodes I've recorded. I have changed up my recording setup, just hopefully to get away from some of the reverb, either from my laptop fan or from the
this looks tough.
TV
Careful.
itself. So hopefully that goes
Very well.
Anyways, right away we're starting off with the Elvavria. These guys are pretty weak to Earth, and also to space. I don't know what type this is. Eustace has nothing there, so let's just throw a noble command.
Don't let it pass!
You got it!
Leave it to me!
And then as for Crow, Chrono Drive onto Marcus will get everyone moving. Blinding Beam Spin. Okay, well, there goes our chance of getting everyone moved up on Chrono Drive. Elliot is just going to be a little bit slower than the rest.
Right.
That's fine. Marcus being muted is a little bit irritating. Can we hit them both with... No, we can't. Actually, let's detect her
Enemy
first.
attack pattern.
Just to make sure that we get all of the detector stuff down.
Analysis complete.
That's always what we want to do. Archaism from the Middle Ages, armed with numerous weapons, perilous foes with wide-reaching beams.
Leave it to me!
I can't quite hit both of them, which is unfortunate.
You won't get away! Go!
Would be cool if we could hit all of them, but or if we could hit both of them, but we'll just take the burst, hitting everyone.
Alright!
And you know what? Let's throw it across Raven.
Cross Raven!
Maybe it would have been for the best if we did something like boost up his strength again, but I would rather get the critical, because yeah, that's quite a bit of damage.
My turn.
You're damaged quite a bit. Let's can't hit both, which is unfortunate. Both of them are area medium. Bit of a shame.
Now is our chance.
Just throw another noble command. You know, let's have Marcus take care of one of them, I guess.
I hope you're ready!
You might as well show us, because this is not that difficult of a fight.
You're finished!
Bit of a surprise compared to some of the other floor fights. Some of the floor bosses are really brutal, some of them not too bad. Like, yes, this guy is doing a good chunk of damage, but also,
My turn.
he's not really... Oh, right. Whoops. Oh well.
I'll handle this.
Just gun those out. Rapid Thrust does delay.
Go!
And I will gladly take that. We'll get the assist. Crystal Flood should take out one of them, and pretty badly injure the other. He's also frozen, which is very nice. And down he goes.
Alright!
Crow, we can just finish him off there. Real easy fight. I'm very surprised by how easy of a fight that is. Because, I mean...
See? I don't slack off
yeah,
all the
that's
time.
just... That was very simple.
An A+ outcome.
A couple people up to level 54, Marcus and Reen. That was rough. Oh well, we beat him. And nothing's happening. Sign of any new door appearing either. Yeah, you're right. The final floor, that seems kind of like a letdown. I'm thinking it's all been business as usual since the 4th floor, hasn't it? True. We've been able to access a new floor every month, but that's about it. Guess we can't do much more here right now. Let's head outside. Righto! Bond strengthening, link level 4 with Elliot. 3 between Eustace and Marcus, the best of friends. Yeah, that, honestly, I'm almost suspicious of how easily that went. But I'm not complaining. I'll definitely take an easier fight over a tougher fight. Just head over back to the entrance on the 6th floor. And we should have everything taken care of. I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna run through with Reen one last time. Just to make sure that we do actually have every chest. So there is 3 in there, we're good. We've already done our fishing, that's fine. Over on area 2, nothing doing there.
This looks like a nice spot.
We've already done the fishing. Then nothing there. Just turbo mode along. Ah, see, it's a good thing that I checked, because there is actually something that we almost missed. Which is the section.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Let's just grab that. We get Shadow Blade, which is something that is entirely new for us. We have not seen a Shadow Blade yet before. I would assume that is a art. Yep. Absorbs damage dealt as HP. That's nice. I'm gonna put that onto Useless. Even though, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what the next field study groups are, but oh well. Back to the 6th floor's entrance. Just in and out, back in and back out again. Real quick succession. Back to the main floor, back to the surface. Just have to make sure that I have my guide up, because I don't remember how to activate the hidden quest, because there is a hidden quest that's pretty par for the course for the evenings. Well, congratulations, we all survived another month of exploration. And sure enough, nothing suddenly appeared on our way back out. Well, the 6th floor really is the last one. That means our investigation of the old schoolhouse is over now, right? I'm a bit irritated. We still haven't cracked a single one of its mysteries. It can't be the end. It makes this the worst assigned dungeon ever! And just when I started getting the hang of the place, too. It's just my hunch, but I don't think we've taken our last trip to the old schoolhouse. Maybe we should tell the principal later and see what he thinks. Oh, hey, it's a cat. Celine? No, this cat's a friend of yours? Yeah, her name's Celine. She seems to have gotten pretty attached to Emma. Though apparently Emma isn't her owner. Oh, so you're Celine? That's a pretty name. Ooh, her fur's all soft. I wonder who her owner is if it's not Emma. Has to be someone's cat with this ribbon on her tail. I wouldn't mind giving her a scratch behind the ears. Still, she has a distinguished air about her. Indeed, she has all the marks of distinguished breeding. Looks like we got a lot of feline fanciers in Class 7. Seems to mind all the attention, at least. Aww. Too much if you want something from me. The question is, what? And there she goes. She'll be alright. She hasn't accidentally wandered into the old schoolhouse or something. I'm sure she'll be fine. Seen her around for months now. I think she knows where on the campus. Seems pretty intelligent, too. I don't think we have anything to worry about. You know, we might as well call it a day. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, I just remembered, when we get back to the dorm, we need to get together and talk about what we're doing for the festival. Yeah, it totally slipped my mind. Well, it sounds like we have plenty to keep us busy tonight. After all the progress we've made, I'd really rather we were the ones to solve the mysteries of the old schoolhouse. Well, I guess there's not much point dwelling on it now. Sometime time to meet up with Toa. Should head on up to the computer room on the 2nd floor of the main building. We will do that later. Right now we get Chaos and 1 additional bonding point. We don't need to go back to the old schoolhouse. Chaos, what it does for us is abnormal status and oh. Not Silver Belt. Chaos. That's going to pair well with Juggler. As for our bonding events, Crow, Elisa, and Milliam. Milliam is the only one that has a character note update, but we're not going to take care of that quite yet. First things first, we're actually going, well, we are going to head into town first of all. Not for our quest, but this is just for something. It's feeding Celine. Celine always, she's a good cat. She could use some food. And we can see Monica and Laura. Oh yeah, they're the swim team. Yeah. As for in here, just got Fred, got just the normal people. Here. What are you doing hanging around the old schoolhouse, Celine? Something you want to tell me? I guess it's about as much a cat can tell me. So maybe I'll bring her some more another time. Maybe we will, and we'll get a free reviving item. Which would be nice. Because I'm low on reviving items. I'm perpetually low on reviving items. I know, while we're here, we might as well go and talk to Milliam. Made some cookies at the cooking club today. Nicholas and Margarita got all freaked out about it. It was super fun. What you do this time? Let me help you flatten out the cookie dough. Kinda flattened the whole board on accident. It's almost charming when you put it like that. Mind if I hang out with you for a bit, Milliam? I don't really get the opportunity to relax together very often. Sure, go ahead. Sit down and kick your feet up. Life as a student is so much fun. Been here for a month already and I haven't gotten bored at all. Glad to hear it. Hey, you made some cookies at the cooking club, didn't you? How'd they turn out? Hey, wanna try them for yourself? Here you go, they're pretty good. It's a bit salty. Yeah, I messed up and used salt instead of sugar. It's such a cliche that I didn't think people actually did it. It's actually pretty good though. Hey, Reen, did you even stop to think that I might have poisoned that cookie? Didn't even cross my mind. You wouldn't have really gained anything by doing that, though, would you? That's true. You might not want to be so trusting, though. It's like you forget what I'm with the intelligence division sometimes. But yeah, that is true, mostly due to how natural it feels to have you here. Think about it. There are a ton of students here at Thor's, and a lot of them are kind of weird, to be honest. This isn't normal schooling. You're not an average student, but you fit here to make things more interesting. I mean, I guess in that way, Thor's is kind of like the salty cookie, and maybe that makes you the salt. Huh. I think I kind of get what you mean. I'm not really sure, though. It's fine if you don't get it right now. Maybe it'll make sense someday. Thanks to the cookie. Wouldn't mind having some more another time. Got it. Make them even saltier, just for you. That's not what I meant. It's always... I really do like Milliam. She definitely is a latecomer, so we don't quite get, you know, as much interaction with her, but... yeah. She has some fun times here. And we have fun times with Milliam. Let's just turbo mode back to... I actually just want to make sure of where we're at. And we are actually heading over to the gymnasium. Okay, just speed on our way. To the training hall where we have Patrick. What are you doing here, Schwarzer? Not a whole lot, just passing through. Pretty focused, though. What do you mean by that? You're not implying that I made my way here to practice or any such nonsense. Got it. Something happened? Nothing has to do with you. There's no posturing. Patrick worries about things like anyone else. Maybe I can help him out. You want to tell me what happened? I'm not trying to offer you my help as charity or anything like that, but... sometimes it can just help to talk things through with someone. You really are a strange fellow, aren't you? But if I must, I must. If you won't mind. If I begin to be completely frank, I'm a little concerned about Celestin. That's a surprise. I can't imagine what a butler of his skill could do to cause someone else concern. It seems you may be overestimating his abilities somewhat. The last week or so, he's been acting rather odd, for lack of a better term. Not only has he stopped reprimanding me when he normally would, he's taking to spoiling me too. When I said every reply he gives me sounds half-hearted and empty. That is odd for him. First time he's ever done something like this too. Don't misunderstand me, he still performs his duties as a butler magnificently. However, his actions of late have made him seem distant, more so than ever. Curiously, I've also heard him discussing seemingly serious things over the telephone, too. Agreed. Unfortunately, whenever I bring it up, he simply brushes me off. It's infantilizing, of course, but more dishearteningly, it feels like a betrayal of trust. I've never seen the two of us as a typical master and servant, but something more. Perhaps something more akin to brothers. Yeah, I can worm some details out of him. Oh? It's possible. He might be going through something he'd rather not involve those who cares about him. But I won't get involved in if you don't want me to. If that's the case, I truly wouldn't mind. Not in the slightest. Leave it to me. It's exactly to gain by helping me, Schwarzer. It doesn't matter. You'll likely find Celestine attending to the upper class door. I leave discovering the truth to you. And we get Celestine's secret. So yeah, Patrick's actually opening up to us for once. It's kind of amazing. And if we go over Celestine, he thinks of his butler like a real brother, strict yet kind. It's very nice to see for Mr. Patrick. Always just such pleasant things to see. Anyways, over to the upper class dorms. I overshot it initially. And our first stop is to talk to Lot. Oh, hello there. Something I can help you with? Just looking for Celestine. You haven't seen him around anywhere, have you? Yeah, but he left for your dorm just a short while ago. He mentioned having to collect something from Sharon. From Sharon? Gotta catch him over there. And it is very interesting that he'd be going to see Sharon of all people. What would a butler have to do with a maid? Okay, that's a dumb question. Probably butlerly things. There's Sarah. We can just ignore Sarah and talk to Sharon. Oh, hello, Master Reed. Is there something you need from me? I'm just searching for Celestine right now. Seen him? I think he just headed over here. Taking this in by a matter of moments. Just as it happens, I made too much for dinner this evening, so I decided to offer him what we wouldn't be able to eat, which he said he would gladly take off our hands. So he was here to collect it. Their own economy here. Head back to the upper class room? Not necessarily. Something about his demeanor today that seemed quite different than usual. He was considering a brief stop at Kirsch's on his way to unwind a little. Well, I can't say for sure he's headed there. Very welcome. Now, this is something that we can potentially actually lose out on a few AP, and we can't just keep on redoing it. So make a save before you head over to Kirsch's. It's just a smart thing to do. Honestly, I should probably save more often than I do, but I don't. And here's Celestine. Good day, Master Reed. My apologies as always for the constant trouble Master Patrick causes you. Not half as much trouble as it tries to be. Is that alcohol you're drinking? Not even I can escape the allure of drinking on the job once in a while. Sorry, that was my terrible attempt at a joke. This is not alcoholic. We're for the atmosphere rather than the intoxication. Celestine, I'm going to guess the sequence of events that brought you here. On your way to the training hall, you just happened to bump into Master Patrick. After a period of guarded discussion, he let slip his worries about me. Being the paragon of selflessness that you are, you offered to talk with me, which ultimately led you here. You haven't been watching us from the shadows or anything, have you? Not at all. It was simple deduction when you know the pieces in play and the surrounding circumstances. However, the real surprise that Master Patrick could bring himself to make a request of you. Must have caused more concern than I could ever imagine. I don't see any more than you're comfortable with, but is there anything you can tell me? Things are rather complex. Kind of bad for him the way things stand. I understand. You've come all this way for Master Patrick's sake, so it would be rude of me to leave things as they are. But just telling you everything will be a bit of a bore, so why don't we play a little card game? I have 2 blade cards here. One card is 1, the other is a 7. Watch carefully as I shuffle these. Correctly guess which one is the 7, and you win. Do that, and I'll tell you everything you wish to know. Don't mind me getting one question now. Is there a point to all this? I admit it's kind of an unusual requirement, but this is a deeply personal matter, so I'm a little hesitant to discuss it. In other words, I'd rather put myself in a situation in which I don't have the choice not to. Accept your challenge. Keep an eye on the 7. And that would be the right. There's 7. It's like I won, Celestine. Indeed, excellently played, Master Reed. Can't hurt, I'm a man of my word. How do I begin? I recently received a direct order to return to the High Arms hostel from the Marquis himself. In fact, I'm expected to return to Psyduck as early as next week. Serious? Gravely. Personally, I'd much rather stay by Master Patrick's side. I've been told that things are getting hectic over there. I think that the Marquis himself would ask for Celestine specifically. He's even more talented than we think. Marquis Hyams is an incredibly good-hearted man. It's entirely possible that he will allow me to continue as I do, or to continue to do as I wish so long as I carry out the duties he asks me. So, I've been trying to find a way to remain in Trista, no matter how much additional work I must do. It's what's had me so occupied of late. And that, embarrassingly enough, has been the root of my odd behavior. I do it, but do you mind if I want to ask why you stayed by Patrick's side that much, though? It does seem a bit strange from your perspective. I'm afraid we don't have time for the full story, but I will say this. Master Patrick was the one to treat me not as a servant, but as an equal. He gave me a place in the world that others couldn't, and for that, I would do anything for him. Never knew. That said, I feel terrible that my attempts to remain by his side have caused him so much concern, but telling you all this has made up my mind. So, I decided I'm going to tell his lordship exactly how I feel. Should that fail? I'll simply have to think of something else, but I will stay with Master Patrick. But it was speaking to you that allowed me to reach that conclusion. If bouncing your thoughts off of me helped, then I'm glad I was here. I shouldn't waste another minute here if I want to settle all this. Allow me to take my leave, Master Reed. Also, could I ask you to explain my behavior to Master Patrick? I have some explaining of my own to do later, of course, but I would like it if you could at least share the basic details and my feelings on the matter with him. And you can count on me, Celestine. So even though Patrick is kind of a dick, you know, he's not exactly the most pleasant guy to us, he still, deep down, is not a bad guy. I don't really think anyone here is. You know, that's kind of the way people are. That's the way people work. I don't think anyone actively tries to be a bad person, you know. Patrick, he's a little bit of a snob. He's definitely more arrogant than someone like Reen, but maybe Reen's even just a little bit too selfless. You know, Patrick, you know, he doesn't care about too many people, but the people that he does care about, he cares about a lot. Did you get anything else, Celestine? I did. He's been told to return to Psyduck. He's still doing everything in his power to prevent that from happening. Trying to take action without consulting me again. What foolishness. You seem so happy about that. Happy? Sometimes I wonder what color your sky is, Schwarzer. Besides, if Celestine were you forced to leave my side, I would be perfectly... No matter. You did well today. The last person I want to be indebted to, so take this and call us even. I didn't help you expecting some kind of reward. That just makes things even worse. I do not wish to be in your debt. Think of this as me having fulfilled a formal request and you having fulfilled it. Nothing more. As such, you receive your reward, walk away, and no loose ends remain. Got it. And we complete Celestine's secret. So even though, again, Patrick, he still is a pretty interesting character, even if I don't like him that much. I can say the same about Yusa Samakias, I guess. But next time, we'll be visiting Toa, so until then, see you guys.